Hi everyone, it's Monty, the polka dot pinecone. I am coming back on today to show you the last section of my craft room. So I did a kind of a big general overview, and then I broke the rest of it up, in depth into like 3 or 4 sections. So this is the last part. So it's in my closet. I took the doors off so that I would have more room, make it easier to get in there. So this is kind of what it looks like. I just kind of rearranged a couple things. That big tall, uh, IKEA drawer in the middle was over here underneath the TV, and I just moved that in the middle because I noticed it would fit. And this little, it's really cute shelf that I got. It's got the distressed, it's probably been distressed, and it's got like white chicken wire in the front. I really love the way it looks. I got it at a yard sale somewhere a while back, and it's perfect for putting stuff in. So anyway, that was just outside my door of my craft room because I just didn't have enough room. I had a couple things sitting out there just outside the door against the wall. So anyway, I was able to move that in now and then get my TV up higher until I can get it on the wall. So it's more out of the way, and it gives me a little bit more space in there. So anyway, here's what's in the closet. So down at the bottom, I have all these cubes again. Excuse me. These are cubes that are the bigger kind, and I don't know. I haven't bought any at Michael's recently, but the last ones that I did buy there are smaller than these that I have. These ones are they're real big and sturdy, and they're a bigger size than the other ones that I've purchased previously at Michael's. So whether they're still bigger than them, I'm not sure. But I really like them. They were purchased from a store that was in Utah and Idaho that I purchased them years ago, but it went out of business. So anyway, these are these big cubes. You could get them with open like this. Like up here, here's one with drawers, 4 drawers, and there was the different styles you could get, just like the newer kind. So anyway, I have them stacked up here, 3 of these. So down here on the bottom, right down here, I have my my binder tool, so I can make it makes it real easy to make mini albums and stuff. Puts all the the binding in for you, and then back there in the back is a bunch more of the supplies, a bunch of the spirals, the metal stuff to put in them and stuff. So keep that there. And then down here I have just like little prop type things for when I want to take a picture, and little sprigs and stuff like that to kind of dress things up. And then in this one is craft folders and burlap bags and canvases. So all kinds of burlap stuff in there, and those types of things I don't use as often. So, and these tubs here are from IKEA also. Right here I have just a plastic bag, and I've put all kinds of empty packaging in them that I'm saving so that I can use to repurpose and make something out of. Comes in pretty handy. Next one up, I have a little shelf, or whatever you call them, like a file shelf. So down here on the bottom, I have 3 or 4 cutters, because I have in the past done classes and stuff, and so I needed a bunch of extra things for my students and stuff. So there's a couple of those there on the bottom. This shelf's got like cork, and I don't know, I think it's things from Simon Says stamp card kits. There's some cardboard and that kind of stuff in there. Next one, there's all kinds of bagging that I have of the 12 by 12 size that I have like taken stuff out of and saved to package things up in. So those are all stored there. And then there are, you know, actual page protectors for scrapbooking and stuff. In the box there's more there. There's some of my Cricut mats. Just, I don't know, kind of random stuff right there. Some file folders, and then another trimmer there. And then on the side here I have a bunch of like, just kind of cardboard off like the backs of paper pads and stuff that I saved to like when I got to package something up or ship something out, when like when somebody buys some paper or something from me on my store, then I put some of that cut to kind of give it you know, a little bit of stability and protect it a little bit from shipping. Back here in this corner, there's not much I could fit back there, but I do store, like, there's a poster board back there, and there's some sheets of that big, huge paper that you could use as a backdrop and that kind of stuff. And then I have those big We Are Memory Keeper things where you can make like the big, huge projects, like these make big, huge circles. Anyway, I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them down there. And then just kind of a box of tissue paper, just plain white and stuff. So anyway, that's kind of just all tucked back down there in the corner. And then moving up to this one with the 4 drawers. So this one, I just have tools like little hammer, you know, little styrofoam thing for like when you want to puncture things, screwdrivers, and you know, just all kinds of random tools. So those are all in there. And then in this one, I have all of my like crocodile corner chompers. So they're all back there. And then down here is the Epiphany tools that I have that makes, I don't know how, haven't seen them around much anymore, but I still like to use them. They punch out that shape onto a, they punch out the paper, and then they have these, like these little squares that you put on the top of it so that it puts it all together. These are adhesive, and so it gives you like an enamel dot kind of, but it's bigger. So there's those. Down here is just like glue sticks, magnets, Velcro, just kind of random craft tools, kind of just general. Magnets, styrofoam balls back there, glue sticks, Velcro, here's like some gauze. So all different kinds of just like general craft stuff. And then in here is 4x6 papers, which I used to use it all the time for like photo matting and stuff for, you know, on my scrapbook layouts, which I haven't done for a while. So a lot of times I just kind of go grab these for like if I want to punch something out. And you know, I have so many different colors that they come in handy for that. And then on top here is just a basket I have, and this is where I just stuff all of my scrap papers. So every time I clean up my stuff and I have all the scraps, I just kind of come and stick them all in here. And then when I need just a scrap piece of paper or something like that, I'll just go in once in a while and clean it all out and that kind of thing. Up at the top, there is that polka dot tub back there that has all those that like mesh stuff that you can make like wreaths and that kind of stuff out of. So from past projects, that's where I keep all of that stuff. Then this white tub right here, I have like Halloween and Christmas, you know, like bigger stuff to make decor projects out of, not necessarily for the paper crafts. So. And then there's my sewing box and my sewing machine case. And then on this side, just boxes of photos, and then my laminator up there. Okay, and then down here in the middle, I already had showed you this drawer here. So that's still got the same stuff in it, everything. And then I just have this old crate here. I'm going to take it out and paint it, but right now it's just sitting there. This is where I have all of my You know, all these from Hobby Lobby, these faux leathers and that kind of stuff. I have them all on their spools in here, so that makes it kind of handy to store them. And then right here, I just have my Prismacolor pencils, my big huge set that I love. I use sometimes for coloring stamped images. Back behind there is a big pink box. It's got like stuff that I've kind of just throw in there when I need to you know, do like a de-stash, and so I just kind of put it all there until I'm ready to put stuff together. And then there's my camera, and then that's just a tray of a bunch of like bags and, you know, like zipper bags and that kind of stuff for doing with swaps and stuff. There's some file folders and stuff in there. And my pencils I could put in another drawer, but my little granddaughter likes to get into things, and I did not want her to get a hold of those. So anyway, those are up there. And then this is on this side is, this box has like little gifts and stuff that I just buy to give, you know, like I said, in swaps, and so that box is kind of full of little gifts. And then on top is some more like empty trays and stuff to do more you know, organizing with. So I'll try some of those on. I have just some Christmas stuff that I just got to that I'm going to use this year. So there's that. And then here it's another little divider that I just have kind of random stuff in. And there's a bunch of like paper pads and stuff in here that I've been sent and that I use. So, and then going down, this next big cube is just full of all of my 12 by 12 just plain cardstock. So all different colors, you know, black and then certain collections. So anyway, but they're all just plain cardstock. There's no pattern paper in here. And then I got some old, some of my old first scrapbook pages that I made from years ago in there. I haven't put them in an album. Okay, and then down here I have more paper. This one here is full of polka dot paper, and then these are just some empty things from paper kits and stuff that I saved to, if I need to do something with. I can use those. And then there's more stacks of paper pads there, and then the next cube down is more stacks of paper pads. Right there's my handy dandy little vacuum, Dyson vacuum. It works great for getting all the little paper things from all around the edges and corners and stuff. And then standing up back here is my 12 by 24 mat for my Cricut, so that just kind of stays back there out of the way. Okay, and then so over here now is this new, well, it's not new, but I just moved it in here, this shelf. And so then I've got my TV on and DVD and stuff on top of that. And then inside I have my 6x6 paper pads that I've opened and used some of. And then these are some of my 6x6 like Christmas pads over here. Some empty boxes. Some of my DVDs or putting on when I'm working in here. And then a bunch more 6x6 paper pads. Down here, all my old Cricut cartridges. And the very bottom is a bunch of big, huge spools of ribbon that I can't fit anywhere else. So those just kind of stack all there at the bottom. So that's that. And then I'll move over here because I've already showed you this area over here, and I didn't clean up a lot. I cleaned up some, but over here under, this is where I work at my desk. I forgot to show you underneath here what I have. So under here, here's my cute little pink garbage can. Here's another one of these cubes from Roberts, and this is a 2-drawer one. And so right under here is where I have all my punches. 2 drawers of them, bigger ones and smaller ones. I don't have a ton of them, and I don't hardly buy them anymore, just because they're so big and hard to store. But sometimes it's like, sometimes you want to, you know, like cut something out and you don't want to have to run it through a machine or, you know, cut it out on an electronic cutter. So I do have some still. And then on top, I just store my big, nice Fiskars paper cutter that I use to cut up my paper that I sell in lots. And then over here is just a cute little rolling pink plastic tub that I got at IKEA. And I just, right now, it's just kind of got like a bunch of stuff that I bought over the last few months, and it's just, you know, just sitting in here. A lot of it's like big, like 12 by 12 chipboard and those kind of things that I'm not sure what to do with yet, so that they don't get bent and stuff. So those just kind of live in there for right now. And then under here, I've stashed another little cart that I can pull out. That's my charging cord for my camera. But I don't have to pull this out to use it, but I'll pull it out to show you. So in this top drawer, I have just all kinds of Christmas stamps and dies that I keep in here. Because my Christmas drawer that has like all kinds of ephemera and everything right over down here on the bottom there, that is full. And there was no room at all for dies and stamps. So anyway, those stay in here. So there's that. And then in this drawer, all my crepe paper. I had it in a box, but then I got too many, and then it was going to require another box, so I changed it to there. This bottom one is just kind of random, like plastic, you know, baggies and stuff to bag up, like swaps and stuff. Other little like treat bags. No, there's kind of, yeah. There's like directions. There's all kinds of directions for all the different tools that I've purchased over the years, and extra parts for all my IKEA parts and stuff, IKEA shelves and stuff. And then there's extra like pegs. I have some pegboard pegs I used to have up. I don't have them up now, but that's the pegs for them. So that was in there. And then let me pull this out, because I do have to pull this out when that's kind of a mess back there, all the plugs. But back down under here, I have another one of those 12 by 12 storage things. And this is where I have a bunch of my single sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And I have them all labeled to different, they're just labeled for the different holidays. So I got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Valentine's, Easter, Christmas. So those are all separated there, single sheets for when I need them. So that's what I keep back there. And then I got a couple extra of my bigger stamp sets that I can't fit in the drawer. Back, just stacked up there out of the way. And then right here, I just kind of tuck this out of the way. This is a file folder that I have all my, that I keep my little dauber pads, like my Tim Holtz dauber thing, for all of my inks and stuff that I have. So I have them all labeled and separate slots so they don't get, you know, contaminated and different things. So I don't have a ton of them yet, but I do have some, and I have them separated into the little bags. And I made these out of, I'm trying to record. So I took just like these 8x8 page protectors, and I used my fuse tool, and I fused a bunch of pockets into this, and then used my label maker and put the different colors so they're all labeled there. And a lot of them I haven't even got yet, but I have them labeled. So anyway, and I just store them in this binder, so when I do want to use my ink stuff, I just, you know, pull this out and pull out the little thing for that. So that has to be filled up. So anyway, that is that, and I think that is about it. I think I've showed you guys everything else before, but like I said, I just hadn't showed you underneath here, and I forgot about all that. So that is all there. I redone a couple things up here on this table. I got out my this little tiny drawer thing that I'm putting like die cuts when I die cut something, and I don't use it or whatever, I can throw them in those drawers so that when I need one out of somewhere, you know, for some reason, then I can go grab it in there. And then I stacked a couple things up here, put more ribbon in it. I don't remember if I showed you guys, this is all my twine. It's all in there. Die cuts, which I'm going to redo this because I don't like that. And there's some felt pieces. And then this one I just put all these little ribbons in. And then this one up here, I'm going to start putting some, like, my jewelry stuff in there that I have over in another drawer. So it'll be handier there. And let's see. Oh, and over here, I think I already showed you this, but I moved my, these are my, all of my markers, my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, which are amazing. So fun to use for coloring, you know, stamped images and stuff. And I've put a little white dot on each one of them, punched it out, and then colored each one so you can see the actual color that it comes out. So it makes it a little bit easier than looking at the marker. So that's there. And what else did I do? Oh, and then I moved these two shelves here up. I'm not wild about these shelves, just because you can't put anything very high in them, very tall. And so I've just added my like new collections that I've gotten, that I'm going to work with. I'm put the new Prima stuff I got. I put it down there all together to work with, and then I've been putting some things I've been working with, like collections I'm working with. I just kind of stack it in here. So anyway, and then I moved the I just have my sewing machine sitting here. I keep my pedal back there off the floor because my granddaughter is too smart. She'll turn it on and try to sew. So anyway, I just have my little pink stool sitting there. So I just kind of, whenever I want to sew something, I just turn it on and put the foot on the floor and just sit right there on a little tiny stool. So not super comfortable, but for, you know, just doing stuff here and there, it's not bad. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this final piece of the tour. If you have any questions, leave them down below, or if you want to leave a comment, I'm happy to get back to you. So thanks again for stopping by, guys, and watching and subscribing to me and following me. And I really appreciate all the support that you guys give. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.